Hi there. In this quick video we are going to take a look at this SBOX 2x2 meters projection screen that comes with a stand. Those are not included. Having a small baby in the house, space is quite limited, so ignore everything pink around. Let me just show you the model of this projector. So it's PSMT-112, and as you can see here, metal tripod stand, which is this thingy, which is actually quite nice. I wasn't planning on making this video. This is why it's already out of its box. It came really well packed, surprisingly well packed. Let me just show you. So it had this on the corners to make sure it will not bend, and it was also in bubble wrap, and a foil over it, and on top of everything another foil. So I'm recording this with a phone, and my recording was interrupted by a phone call. Again, this thing is really actually surprisingly well packed, so probably it can survive a nuclear blast. So yeah, you don't have chances of this getting to you bent or something like that. So let's get this thing as much as I can out of the way, and now we are getting to this. I just want to add, I got first at about the same price, which is $50 or $60, baby in the background. I got a Hama screen, which was actually a black tube with some plastics at the end. That was pure crap. The material was way thinner than this, and it would bend in all kinds of ways, and it was at the same price. So I sent it back, glad I did, and got this thing. You can see here the metal, decently thick, I think, so it doesn't have rough edges in here. It's actually bent upon itself, so it is a bit thinner in the rest than in the edges, but it does not deform at all. And the material here, I don't know if you can see, it is fairly thick, and it's something that doesn't bend easily. So I think this is really good. This tube inside this is really strong and quite heavy, and this does the job perfectly, and it's latched in place with metal in the ends, so quite good. What I a bit don't like is that these ends are made of plastic, but it's a fairly thick plastic, so I don't think there will be problems with it. The Hama was really thin, so no. And again, the weird thing, I actually bought the one without the tripod because I want to mount it on the ceiling. I got this one for the same price, and I'm expecting this to be more expensive because obviously you get all of this. So this needs to cost something. The ceiling type just has some ears at the end, which I will put there by myself. Anyway, so the tripod itself has rubber feet. So these black things are rubber. It will not slide around for sure. Metal again, don't know if you can see. Come on, camera zoom. Quite thick. Maybe some screws would have been better, but I think they will do the job. Plastic here, so I'm not a big fan of that, but again seems to be really thick, so I think it's enough for what it needs to do. Another plastic here, again extremely thick, and if they could have made this out of metal, it would have been awesome, but the shape of them, it would have been an expensive projection screen actually. This is where this particular thing plugs into. This is all metal, welded in here, it will not move. I think it's metal all around and simply covered with this plastic, and it has a button right here. Let me show you. You can actually push the button and you can lock it in place in various places onto this thing. I think it has 3 places where it can lock. This can become way wider, about twice the size at maximum, but I don't have space, so this is why it is just like this. And this thing can get way higher than this. At the moment we are in the first hole. Let me push this button and show you. First hole, and there are 2 or 3 more holes. So this is inside of this thing almost up to the end. So you have about 70 centimeters more than you can get this up. And I'm 183 centimeters high, and I'm at the limit. So this can get fairly high. I'm not sure how all the screen projection screens are built, but this one sits here and it extends up. So most of the weight is in here, which locks when it's like this, and it's unlocked like this. This is plastic. I'm not a fan of that, but it seems to be a fairly durable plastic, so I'll give them a pass. So let's put it back together and show it to you, and I will also show you how I plan on attaching it to the ceiling. As it sits now, it's not fully extended. I think we have almost half a meter to go, but my room limits the height, and it's actually not necessary because for a 16 by 9 aspect for a movie, I'm using only about this from it, and it gives me a diagonal of about 2.2 meters. So that is quite awesome. Yeah, what can I say? This thing is unexpectedly good. Let me just try and give you a hint of its material and quality. For me it's really good. Back of it all black and front is white with this kind of camera, try and focus today, this kind of grain on it. I really do like how this thing is built. And now I'm going to make some brackets for the ends of it and drill into this. Yeah, noises all around. Drill into this and attach it to the ceiling. So let's do that. Just wanted to add, if you don't plan on using this thing on the ceiling like I will, if you use it on the ceiling, better get that version. But again, I got all of this for free, so I'm not going to exchange it. If you don't plan on using it on the ceiling again and you will move it around, it has a locking position, so these two things do not rotate compared to the other and make a single unit, so it's easier to carry around. When this thing locks in place in a certain position, the end right there, you can see a pin will enter the plastic at the end. So it will have 2 points, it's unable to move. Quite nice. I really like this design, and they are the same length, so it was all made like this. For my project I bought some of these brackets, and I will put one in this corner like this, and this will attach to the ceiling with 2, I don't know, they are screws for cement, so I'm not sure what's the term in English. I will show them to you, and it will be something like this. Yeah, I know the other hole is in there, so I will only use one hole, and I have some huge washers, so this will not bend right in the area where the screw is. And yeah, I will do one in the other corner, the other end, not corner. I'm not going to put one in the middle because anyway this thing, which is the heavy part with the roller inside, only attaches at the ends. So anything that I will put in the middle will actually transfer to the frame towards the ends. So it's better I put something directly in the ends. Anyway, I don't know if you could see in here, this has a moment of it was torsioned a little bit because that was in the middle and all the forces were trying to spin it around. Better use the ends, and I'm just putting this plate in here so I don't drill by mistake through this. So this is quite a thick plate, impossible to drill through it by mistake. So let's get to it. Slight change of plans. I realized that this thing was actually not holding the whole projection screen only by this edge, because it was also soldered right here. So it was somehow holding it by this edge plus this edge, making it quite sturdy. The fact that I only put my brackets on this edge, this is in itself, it's not extremely strong. So I decided, I bent this piece of metal more so I can fit it in here, so I don't drill through through the screen to destroy it. I decided I am going to put another bracket right here in the middle on the opposite side from the other two. So I will hold it, it's not going to move, not going to bend, it will be impossible if I do this. And for me it's quite easy at this stage in the process, so yeah, let's do that. This is the weight that is going to hold my projector screen down. I just need to clean it and give it a black coat and all should be good. And it's done and drying in the sun, and that is perfect. So next, let's hold the projector screen down with it. And here we are a lot of time later. This thing has been used for not a year, but more than half a year for sure. And this is its final form. As you can see, I added this pull cord so it's easy for me to reach. It was used for a long while with this weight that would simply clip on in there and would hold it down. But then I built this thing right here for my daughter's toys, and in it I added two of these neodymium magnets, which, let me just show you, are perfect. This thing latches in there and stays in place beautifully. How much should I go back? I think this is enough. And does its job exactly as it should do it. So yeah, you see we have one little crease or something in there that is visible because at this point we have light coming from that direction. When you have light from the front, you don't see it at all, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, I must say this thing is really good and really good quality. Yeah, I also added this in the corner so my daughter doesn't poke her eyes out when playing around this thing when it's open. In the end, because this holds it in place wherever I want, so I decided on this direction where to put it. You can see we are at a bit of an angle, which is perfect, exactly as I wanted. So yeah, and to release it, it will make some noise, so be prepared for that. You just pull on this cord and then let it go up. And yeah, if you don't allow it to go up with enough speed, it will not go fully in. So let's make that faster. And it's fully in. So yeah, this is where we are sitting at the moment. As you can see, brackets there, really strong, will never ever move anywhere, and two on the corners, on the ends actually, that's not being used anymore. I will probably find another purpose for it, if not, just keep it for future use, who knows. And yeah, this has been it for this video. Hopefully this helps you. So yeah, you can ceiling mount one of these things that wasn't really designed to be ceiling mounted, and it will work perfectly with a few tiny modifications. But if you get directly the ceiling version, you don't have these issues anymore. So yeah, the quality of it really good, projection on it perfect. What can I say? As always, see you in the next one. Or actually, I'm going to just give you a hint after the buy of how this looks with image on it. I don't remember if I filmed that for you or not. And this is how it looks when working. In my opinion, this is perfect. And yeah, this is Switzerland, Grindelwald area. If you want to search for the video, search for that text right there. Quite nice to and relaxing to watch. Beautiful country. So yeah, in my opinion, this projector screen is perfect for my needs. I really like it. It's a good buy, quite cheap. And that's about it. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed and found this video helpful. In which case, please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye.